Welcome aboard another production by Northern and Western New Jersey Lifts by Lotto the Retriever. I'm Jessica and I will be your narrator for this production. Sit back, grab a popcorn and a soda and enjoy.
The first lift is at the Green Car Park, a 3-level parking structure at the southern end of the shopping center adjacent to Nordstrom. The lifts in this car park are a set of two fully original 1980s Westinghouse hydraulic units. The alarm bells in these lifts were working properly. In terms of appearance, this lift has a carpeted floor with a dirty dark color to it, fluorescent white grid lighting dead in some parts of the lift, and an analog red floor indicator with red Westinghouse A buttons. The doors are center opening single-speed doors. In terms of run character, the ride is a combination of smooth and rough as it jolts hard moving down but starts smoothly moving up. The vibrations throughout the ride are pretty noticeable and the leveling does not take very long in either direction. The floor indicator moves to the next floor before the lift even begins moving, which adds personality. The motor sound isn't very loud, but at least it rides slightly rough, which makes it a less boring hydraulic lift. On the Blue Aura Lift character report, this lift gets a score of B. The second lift is at the Orange Car Park, a 4-level parking structure located on the northwestern end of the shopping center adjacent to Neiman Marcus. There are two lifts in this car park, but both are individual lifts instead of in a set. They are newer than the Westinghouse lifts as they are 1990s Schindler RT hydraulic lifts installed at the same time Neiman Marcus was built. Only the lift with the working alarm bell, by Neiman Marcus, was filmed. In terms of appearance, the lift is pretty plain and grotty with plain colored walls, warm halogen puck lighting and a grotty rubber plastic floor. The doors are stainless steel on the interior but are showing copious signs of rust on the outside. In terms of run character, the ride is more on the smoother side as the acceleration isn't jolty. The leveling is fairly long, but I can see through the door. There is not much to write home about for this lift, although it is interesting how the floor indicator on the inside of the lift is mounted in the center above the doors instead of centered above the button. On the Blue Aura Lift character report, this lift gets a score of C. The third lift is at Neiman Marcus. It's one of the 3-level department shops at the western end of the shopping center. There is only one passenger lift in this shop and it serves all 3 levels. It is secluded from the rest of the shop at the back of a separate corridor, which makes it easier to film while mitigating the probability of getting busted filming it. The alarm in this lift was working, but it has a controller problem which caused me to almost get stuck on the 3rd floor before it dropped half a floor going down. In terms of appearance, the lighting is pretty dim with negative tray and drop lighting. The doors are stainless steel inside and out across all 3 levels, with an external single-digit segmented floor indicator, blue, a smooth wooden cab from the 1990s when this lift was installed, and blue Innovation Prestige and ACME floor indicators. In terms of run character, this lift has the most violent jolts of any hydraulic lift I've been on within the past couple of years. Aside from that, there are 0 vibrations when it's moving at full speed and the stops are pretty smooth. On the Blue Aura Lift character report, this lift gets a score of B. I would like to add that the motor to this lift used to be very audible but not so much these days. These are the fastest lifts in the entire shopping center, both by top speed and speed to height ratio 1.6 m/s and 11:1 respectively. This is the second of the two 3-level department shops at the western end of the shopping center. Unlike Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom has a set of 2 passenger lifts serving all 3 levels, within public view from the checkout desks on all 3 levels. These lifts are not secluded from the rest of the shop, which means it is very hard to film while mitigating the probability of getting busted filming it. The alarm in both lifts were working and the emergency telephones were accessible. In terms of appearance, the lighting is even more dim than on the lift at Neiman Marcus and the lighting is warm halogen. The doors are brushed dark brass both inside and out across all 3 levels, with the floor indicator in the center of the lift above the doors. The buttons are a weird form of EPCO fixtures, but the model of lift is a 700A as it's a Schindler traction lift with the 300A indicator. In terms of run character, this lift has pretty smooth but forceful A/T as well as epic pre-doors. They make a few shaft noises and shake from time to time, giving them personality. The sheer speed alone makes them pretty fun to ride, and the fact that it only takes 2.5 seconds to go from 0 to 1.6 m/s is impressive in one clean go. On the Blue Aura lift character report, this lift gets a score of B. The fifth lift is the auxiliary lift near the restrooms in the back of a hidden public corridor in the middle of the shopping center on the northern side. This lift serves the lower and upper level of the mall, 2 floors, and is pretty large for a center opening single-speed door setup. The walls are stainless steel and the floor is tiled. The fixtures are recessed Schindler RT and the floor indicator, like the other 300As in this shopping center, is located in the center directly above the doors. The top frame is mirrored, but luckily my picture wasn't captured on film. In terms of run character, this lift has an even worse low on oil problem compared to when I last rode this lift during the summer of 2021. It does not make shaft noises, but the ride going up is pretty rough due to the extra vibrations from the motor. The motor shows a sign of struggle going up, but not going down, and the acceleration in both directions is neither rough nor smooth. On the Blue Aura lift character report, this lift gets a score of B, as the motor problem gives it personality instead of being bland, despite its bland appearance. The sixth lift is at Macy's. This lift was modernized 3 times on 3 separate occasions since opening in 1965 before being completely gutted out and replaced by Schindler with a new Canadian-style Express in 2018. My guess is that the maintenance of each mod was horrible enough to require a new mod often throughout the shop's history. This department shop is on the northeastern quadrant of the shopping center and serves the concourse, staff-only, first, second and third floors of the shop. The walls are a nice shade of dark brown/reddish artificial wood with metal handrails, a black floor and a lowered ceiling with pure white LED park lighting. The doors are stainless steel as are the panels. However, this lift is so heavily used that the brails on the buttons are starting to wear off prematurely, which raises questions about Schindler's modern quality control. In terms of run character, this lift is box standard aside from door problems which are developing. The shaft doors slammed to a shut, even more so than the last time I rode this lift, which raises the question of Macy's maintenance protocols. This lift is obviously not being maintained properly, and how it runs and looks is clearly showing, 4 to 5 years after the new replacement was put into service. During my turn to ride the lift, when leaving the ground floor landing, I actually questioned whether the interlock would jam up and I would get stuck, due to how forcefully the outer doors slammed out of sync with the inner doors. The motor is barely audible and the lift is starting to jolt more and more in the up direction, which is a sign of wear and tear to the componentry. On the Blue Aura lift character report, this lift gets a score of C, despite the slamming doors which had barely more character to it. like Macy's. This lift got completely replaced, except this replacement is brand new and happened this year, 2022. The new cab is white gloss with tile floors and white natural ambient lighting on the ceiling. Like Macy's, the floor indicators are all LCD with red numbering and the buttons are made BS Moon. It also serves 4 floors, like Macy's. This lift is epic and awesome due to the jolty starts and stops, very quick leveling, abrupt starts, unusual run behavior, thanks to Schindler using generic equipment instead of their standard H-Express equipment and loud lower pitch motor. On the Blue Aura Lift character report, this lift gets a score of A, making it the best lift in the whole shopping center despite it being the newest.
Thank you for watching. If you would like to check out more lift videos both in person and on Skyscraper Sim, be sure to subscribe to the Northern and Western New Jersey Lifts channel by clicking the subscribe button below along with the notification bell. To visit my other channels, click on the flow page link in the description. There will be more content premiering soon either on this channel or my other channels. It was great seeing you. Jessica signing off.